It's time for the Sport Corner Siam Hockey League news. Wow, what a save by Dream. Corey Day shoots. He scores! Ooh, what a hit by Brad Wilson. The Sport Corner Siam Hockey League news is brought to you by the Big Chili Magazine, where in this issue there is an article titled Expats on the Loose, which has some humorous stories about expats in Asia. So we just finished off our 7th night of games, and we had some great games.
It was really fun to watch, way more balanced and tight than I originally thought. Just looking at paper, thought I was going to be a bit more high scoring.
Yeah.
But credit to both teams for playing, or all 4 teams, for playing really well, and we even had a shutout.
Yeah, we had our season's first shutout. And we'll get to that here in just a little bit. But in our first game, we had Hertz facing off against the big red juggernaut, Aware.
And this was an interesting game because both teams had key players that weren't there.
Yep.
For Hertz, they were missing Yaden on the back end, which is a really great hard shot.
Mm-hmm.
And then Andy Bryan, one of their best forwards, wasn't there as well.
Best all-around player because he plays both forward and defense.
Yeah, you're right. Forgive me, salty. And then for Aware, 2 huge players on their blue line as well, Roman and Patrick.
Yeah, Patrick
Captain
Lembeck.
Patrick Gillenbat. So it was really interesting to see. For the first period, we both thought that Aware was kind of sluggish.
Yeah, the first period and a half, I'd say. Yeah. They didn't have any jump to their game. Then the passes weren't as crisp. Their changes, everything was just a little bit slower. It seemed like. So. And
Hertz played well. Dream had another really solid game.
Yeah.
The Hertz team was also buoyed by the additions of some substitutes who played very well.
Yeah, they had Mu Teng Sakol, and they had Anders Olofsson and brother Henrik Olofsson, who this was his first game of the SHL, first time substituting for this season. So,
and it was interesting. For a brief period after the first goal there in the first period by Aware was just kind of sluggish, and that first goal energized them, though.
Yeah, a little bit. You know, with Devin Michael scoring the first goal with the assist coming from Yohani. It was a great shot with 2.5 minutes left in the first period.
High rising shot. Dream didn't really be able to check that one as well as previously, and got past him. And yeah, you could see that put some energy in them.
Mm-hmm. And Hertz answered right back with a goal from Mu at 12:15 into the period. So
as a sub, he had a really great game. We'll get into it. He had another goal later. Really credit to Aware, though, the player of the game for them, Ryan Yaden, with the
fire truck.
2 really great goals by him, and this was an immediate answer. He's got a great backhander that is very deceptive considering his size. He plays with very good pace.
Yeah.
Can move very well, and it was just a great spin and throw it at the net.
Yeah, and even guys on his own team, they're like, what was that?
Yeah.
So it was really impressive. Ryan had a great game. But, I mean, at the start of the third period, Hertz did actually take the lead.
Mu with his second goal of the night, which we felt like for a moment was going to make him player of the game. You've got Dream in the back end. They seem to be playing well. And unfortunately for them,
Sebastian Ranger pulled that tripping penalty, and Ryan scored his second goal during that time.
Mm-hmm.
So
tough for them, but they played really well. You know, credit to them. You're going against the top team in the league, and with some of your key players, they played well. You know, what unfortunately wasn't the result they wanted.
Yeah, Matt Siegel sealed the deal with the final goal of the night. So with 1:47 left, but yeah, it was a really good game. Outside of Aware just didn't play their type of game for whatever reason this time. Maybe it was because they were missing Roman and Patrick, and also Christian, I think.
Yeah, you're right. I don't think
Christian
wasn't
there, so they had
so
three top defensemen. So, but it was a good game, and but the fire truck got the Rolling Stone Pizza Player of the Game, and I got a chance to talk to him after the game. I'm here with the Rolling Stone Pizza Player of the Game, Ryan. Congratulations.
Hey, thanks a lot, Dom.
Wow, 2-goal game?
Yeah, it was a good game today. Our goalie, got to give it to our goalie. Gave Patrick some extra Percocets today.
And what was going through your head when you scored that second goal tonight?
Oh, it was pretty much luck. I turned around and banged it right between his legs.
Excellent. Well,
good puck luck today.
Excellent. Well, congratulations again. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dom.
And then in our second game of the night, we had the Novotel Spitfires facing off against True. And this, man, True had a great, really solid game. Lance outstanding in the net. Yeah, he let in one early one, but,
Again, they feel so unlucky. They're really coming together, as we've been discussing. Had a great defensive game, as you mentioned, Lance, with only the one goal.
Mm-hmm.
They hit several posts again, and it just feels that they're so close.
Yeah, they've really come together as a team. Their passes are crisp. They're on mark. They had Adrian back in the lineup tonight, and then they had Patrick Forstner. They had Brett Bond, Jaron back from injury. And, they played a really solid game, but Gabor had a great game.
Great game by Gabor. Really credit to him. I know he's had up and down season so far, but he had a good night tracking the puck, and these were good shots by True. As we mentioned, they hit a few posts as well, so he had some luck on his side. But credit to him for getting the first shot of the season. Who would have thought, of all the 4 goaltenders you had to pick, would you pick Gabor?
No, I thought Dream would have got the first one, or Patrick. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? So Patrick Leduc, I thought either one of them might have gotten the first shutout of the season.
So credit to Gabor.
Yeah, well done. And then we had a late penalty.
Mm-hmm. So after Brendan's first early goal, which was deceptive, it was quiet, and credit to the defenses for that.
Yeah.
Great back checking, not a lot of second and third opportunities, some luck on the chance of the posts.
Yeah. Well, Alex had a great game as well on defense for True, so Alex Phelps
had a great game.
Mm-hmm.
And they had, as you mentioned, the additions, the substitutes played really well for them, and it was so close. At the end of the game, as you're alluding to, there was a power play, and True with the chance to go for 6-on-4 by pulling Lance.
Yeah, they
did
pulled
so,
Lance.
And you felt like it was scripted. Like, okay, they've got their opportunities. It's
going to tie it up.
They've got the advantage now. They can tie it up. And then Spitfires.
Matt finds Corey Day, empty netter.
Corey had to get on the score sheet.
You can't blame him.
He's the leading scorer. He had to get it.
Yeah, but True. Like I said, they've really come together. They're finding each other on the ice. They're getting more scoring opportunities. They're really picking their shots. So when they finally do break this losing streak, I feel sorry for that team that they beat, because I think it's going to be an ugly one. It's just going to be all over.
And that might be the thing that opens the floodgates, gets them that confidence that they need.
Yeah.
As we've been mentioning, they haven't been hanging their head when they've been going down a goal. You can see that they're playing with much more confidence. And they feel unlucky, snake-bitten, whatever you want to call it, but you can see it. If you come to the games, you see them playing much better, and you just feel like the chances are going to get better. And
they're playing full games. They're not giving up in the second period. They're not giving up after a quick goal or a few quick goals. Mm-hmm. So, they're doing really well. And you had a chance to talk to the player of the game, Matt.
Defenseman Matt Johnson. Great game on the back end. Part of the all-flow team with his locks. Got a chance to talk to him.
I'm here with the Rolling Stone Pizza player of the game, Matt Johnson. Great game tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys got the shutout. It was a close game.
Yeah, it was a battle of goaltending out there. It was a good game. A lot of good skaters on both sides.
Yeah, the defense, you guys seem to be able to clear the pucks out. Not a lot of second and third opportunities, but it was a good back and forth affair.
Yeah, I think it was. We've been playing well together defensively, and it was a fun game.
Well, member of the all-flow team, defenseman Matt Johnson. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
And now our games on December 3rd are canceled because we have a lot of players who are going on holiday. So our next game night will be on December 13th. In our first game, we have Hertz facing off against the Novotel Spitfires.
I'm going to be excited to look at the stat sheet for these games, because these are rematches of some blowouts.
Yeah.
And I'd like the teams in each of these cases that lost to really come back hungry and look at a chance for redemption. So as you were alluding to in our first game, Hertz, they had 2 great games in a row. Dream stood on his head, back-to-back player of the games, and unfortunately the whole Hertz team just kind of fell apart. Let's see Hertz come back with a chance to get a shot at redemption.
Yeah, and also the Novotel, their full-time goaltender, Yves Gaboreau, is back from his lower body injury. So is he going to have some rink rust? Is he going to be rip-roaring and ready to go? Is he going to be standing on his head? What do you think will happen?
It's going to be exciting to watch. It's tough when you're not playing together frequently as well. So not only is he potentially going to have some rust without having live shots, but the rest of the team is not going to have that normal, regular ice time. how is almost 2 weeks off going to affect everybody?
Yeah, and are the White Walkers going to continue to play and how they've been playing? Are they going to experience some difficulties coming back? So,
and we'll see. Hertz is going to have hopefully the addition of the players that they've been missing. So how's that going to affect them as well? It'd be exciting.
Yeah, and then in our second game, we have True facing off against the Big Red Juggernaut, Aware.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough game for them. But as we've been alluding to, their game really seems to be coming together. Mm-hmm. You can see that they're playing with more confidence. They're playing full games. You're going against the toughest team in the league on paper. Haven't lost a game yet. Here's your chance, right?
Yeah,
having even night in hockey.
And if Aware gets lazy like they did in the last game, they make a big difference.
Yeah, if Lance is another solid game like you had in this week of games, you can see when Aware doesn't get things as easily as they're accustomed to, they get a little nervous and they start to press a bit.
Yeah, and they start making mistakes, and their shots aren't always on net then, or they're either that or they're hitting the goaltender right in the chest. So it should be a really good game to watch. I'm really looking forward to it. That's all for this week, and just remember our games are on December 13th, and I'll see you at the rink.
The opposite was very strong. I was good.
The Sport Corner's Siam Hockey League news is brought to you by Big Chili Magazine, the best read expat lifestyle and news magazine in Thailand. It covers interesting issues in Bangkok and the region while bringing its readers engaging stories and various exclusive interviews, food reviews, and more. You can find the Big Chili Magazine in bookstores and online at thebigchili.com.